So there is this televangelist, and you know how much I hate televangelists. If you're a fan of the show, you always know that I'm...
Well, is he a televangelist?
Yeah. He had his own TV show.
I didn't know that.
Oh, maybe he didn't have his own TV show.
He had like a super church.
Oh, is that
like a 14,000 large congregation.
And the guy pretty much, he's out there in Colorado Springs, and I guess he's preaching about homos, and you got to get rid of the homos.
Right, he was against gay marriage. Right. He also spends, every week, he gets to talk to the president. Yeah. He's in one of these groups that, have a conference call with the president once a week.
Isn't that amazing?
Talking about spiritual things.
Disgraced U.S. evangelist Ted Haggard said yesterday he was guilty of sexual immorality and he had long battled a repulsive and dark side of his life. In a letter to congregants of the megachurch he founded, Haggard wrote, "The fact is I'm guilty of sexual immorality."
Well, I have the guy reading the letter.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
This guy Haggard?
No, the pastor Larry Stockstill. Haggard wrote the letter, probably at somebody's behest, and Stockstill reads the letter to the congregation.
Yeah, so it turns out he was fucking some guy, possibly, and buying methamphetamine from him.
Yeah, you know what he says? He says, yeah, well, I have this dark side, but I really didn't do anything. I bought the methamphetamine, and I met with the guy, but I never did anything. Listen to the guy read it in the church, because it's very church-like. 2-1.
For extended periods of time, I would enjoy victory and rejoice in freedom. Then, from time to time, the dirt that I thought was gone would resurface. And I would find myself thinking thoughts and experiencing desires that were contrary to everything I believe and teach.
I guess the devil got a hold of him.
Right, yeah, and he'd be obsessed. Here, he admits his guilt, 2-2.
The fact is, I am guilty of sexual immorality, and I take responsibility for the entire problem. I am a deceiver and a liar.
Haggard, 50, had acknowledged on Friday that he paid Mike Jones of Denver for a massage. Nothing creepier than guys
a guy massage.
Yeah, a guy massage. I mean, come on.
No, that is awful.
So he paid this guy for a massage and for methamphetamine, but he said he did not have sex with the guy and didn't take the drug.
Now, the guy himself, this Jones dude, says he never sold him methamphetamine.
Right. Jones says he is gay. That's the guy he had sex with, the evangelist had sex with.
Well, nobody's actually... well, Jones is saying he had a 3-year affair with the guy.
Yeah, and he's saying also that he became upset when Haggard was, was out there preaching against homosexuals, and he knew the guy was a homosexual. He said, I wanted to out a hypocrite.
Right.
He didn't mean to destroy the guy's family, but I think you're doing the wife a favor.
He was, actually, the wife wrote a book about marriage.
Oh, we got to get that. Is there an audio book?
There's got to be.
Oh, that's great.
So the wife wrote this book telling people how to deal with it when their husbands go through bad times. So let's see if she's able to do that.
Yeah, this might be a rough one. This is a little more than a bump in the road.
Practice what you preach.
Please stay faithful to God through serving and giving.
I bet you those people feel real good about giving him a bunch of donations.
That was the wrong one. He pulled the wrong one?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Because he was supposed to pull the one where he talked to the people about...
I hate preachers, televangelists
his
especially.
His wife and him and what they're going to do.
I hate televangelists more than I hate psychics. And I hate psychics more than I hate anyone.
Well, this guy also ran some kind of 30 million strong organization of evangelical Christians.
Yeah.
And that's the group where this policy comes out about being against gay marriage and, trying to lobby people to go vote for certain initiatives. And I think that's why his little boyfriend got upset with him.
Yeah. It's a little tough when you're banging some guy in the ass and, you hear he's against gay people.
Well, I heard, like they had some of the people who were involved in booting this guy from his church.
Right.
Over the weekend. And they said even if he didn't have sex, just the male massage was enough to get him fired.
I can understand this. I hate fat people.
See? Self-loathing, it's called.
But I thought, geez, if you get a massage from a man, you've committed a sin? I mean, like if it's not a gay massage?
On certain boulevards in Bensonhurst, yeah, you have.
This is a televangelist on BET, Black Entertainment Television. He is just the worst. He is just too much. And this is this guy, Kenny, or what's his name? Preacher Kearney Thomas.
I don't know this guy.
He's some black dude. He's not a gay dude or anything. He's just annoying because, like, his whole shtick is annoying with the healing and all that. The healing guys are the worst.
Oh, he heals people.
Yeah, the healing guys are the worst.
Commanded me to start off that life.
Yes, Thank you, Jesus.
And I command things to change.
Thank you, Lord.
Even
Yes, Jesus. Hallelujah. Yes, Lord.
And the Lord said,
Hallelujah.
and the Lord said, and all shall be well. Not only for thee, but also for thy children. Save the Lord of hosts. God is going to work those. Not God's going to work. God's already working those miracles for you right now. I want you to rejoice. I want you to give God the praise for what God's not only done for you this morning, but also what God's done for your whole entire family. All right?
Yes, Lord. Thank you.
The black guy on the phone is priceless.
Could he touch himself and heal himself?
It almost sounds
because
a little...
he has a speech impediment.
It sounds a little Crazy Alice.
God bless you now.
You all too, thank you.
All right, my friend, you know, it's nothing like getting a word from the Lord. The other day, the Lord spoke to me after I got to do one of my telecasts, and God began to give me some prophecies for some of my special partners. And then God told me to write to them and tell them, not only did God give me one prophecy, not did he give me two prophecies, but God gave me three. You know, three is God.
There's a real fine line between insanity and televangelists.
Yeah.
Well, you know what you got to see the Barat movie.
Right.
Because when he goes to the church...
It's great.
Oh, it's incredible.
For the healing, yeah, it's
great. And yeah, they're doing... Because what he's doing is what they call speaking in tongues.
Yeah.
And they do that in the movie.
You mean the movie where he makes fun of Americans?
Yeah.
God's number of perfection. I better leave that alone. God's number of divinity. God's number of divine order. And what God said, I've given to put their life in divine order. Don't you know that...
Would you love to see the financials on this stuff? Like, if you go on BET and you do this, like you run an infomercial for a half hour, basically, it's actually a God infomercial.
Oh, yeah.
Can you make some real money? You must.
Oh, I think you can.
This guy takes the cakes, though. He's one of my faves.
And you don't even have to send anything back, so you don't spend money on products.
Right.
You just get money.
Hello, caller. You ready for your miracles?
Yes.
How can I pray for you on today?
Yeah, I would like for you to pray for, I feel pain in my stomach, and it keep on bothering me.
Can you feel the pain in your stomach right now?
Yes.
How long you been hurting like this?
I've been hurting like 3 months.
It's healing you, right? Take a deep breath. Tell me how you feel now.
I feel good.
Don't fool me now.
I'm not fooling you.
You had been hurting for how long now?
For 3 months.
For 3 months. But you want us to believe that you picked up the phone and I didn't even pray for you and you felt the pain leave out of your stomach?
Yes.
You know, the Lord spoke to me. That was your nerves that's been giving you, causing this problems in your stomach because of...
Guy's probably got stomach cancer.
All this pressure that you've been under. Hello?
Yes.
It's almost like the walls have been...
This is very responsible.
...closing in on you. Am I talking to the...
Shame on BET, you know, like, don't subject your audience, the idiots in your audience, to this, because they're going to fall for it.
Well, they don't endorse any of this stuff. They just accept the money from the guy who pays for the time.
Yeah, like, maybe it's time to, like, take a stand and go, you know what? We got to protect people from this maniac. I hate this shit.
No, you can't.
Right person.
Yes.
Now, if I'm lying, please tell these folk that he's just another lying prophet. But am I telling the whole truth? Nothing but the truth so help me, God?
Yes, you're not lying.
I know I'm not lying.
Truth.
But listen, the Lord spoke to me the other day as I was in prayer about Jabez. And, you know, his name means pain or trouble. Can you imagine your name being pain or trouble? And he said, tell my people that because Jabez prayed a special prayer, things begin to change in his life. And because God has brought this...
What a racket. What a hunk of horse shit.
Yeah, you think Riley's got good bullshit.
Yeah, this is better. Religion is much better bullshit. Shuba duba, leukemia be gone.
Shamalama ding dong.
Shamalama ding dong day, Right.
One time when my father, I don't know who the fuck talked my mother into doing this.
Yeah.
My father had been hurt for a year. They talked my mother into going to a Pentecostal church in Irvington, New Jersey.
That should be against the law.
Claims it can heal the person.
Right, because you're desperate for a cure.
Oh, and me and my cousin are going, I said, Ma, don't do this. It's retarded.
And by the way, those are the same guys who are against stem cell research and stuff. Because,
oh, yeah, absolutely.
Why should you get a real cure when you can get God to do it?
So my father just wanted to maybe get out of the house. So he goes, fine, we take him. He's in a wheelchair in the back of the church. This guy...
They wheeled him right to the back because they don't want him up front.
And the worst thing was, it was in a really black neighborhood, and I thought maybe it'd be an entertaining sort of black service. It's all these white people with no rhythm jumping up and down like James Brown, and the guy just... It's me, my uncle, my cousin, my mother, and my old man in the wheelchair, and out of nowhere, the guy jumping up and down, the preacher, just looks at my father and goes, I don't care what the doctors have told you, you can get up and walk by the time we leave here tonight. You can get up and walk. My mother just burst into tears.
Thank God. Praise Jesus.
Right. By the end of the night, he's not walking.
Right. What do you do when nothing happens? What's it like driving home?
What's your poor father do?
He was just sitting there. My father was a full card-carrying atheist.
Yeah.
And my mother was religious, but not...
Meanwhile, your mother's like, that guy said you can walk. Well, get up, you lazy fuck.
I mean, you know, at the end, you're right. There is an awkward moment where, okay, he's not walking. What's going on? And the guy's like, give it time, brother.
Right. Yeah, get out of here.
He goes, you got to keep coming. He goes, you got to keep coming back every week. And I'm like, oh, do you want money from it? Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man.
It was so awful.
Yeah, how do you, as a human being, stand up in front of a guy like Artie's father and say, you got to keep coming back?
Oh, it's just so bad.
You got to be some kind of scumbag.
Yeah. Tell the guy pulling shit out of my old man's ass that he's going to walk.